No. That's a lot. Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
Are you happy to be outside and it's not snowing?
Yeah.
Happy to be back at church?
Yeah.
You telling me the truth?
Yeah.
Ooh, let me be careful with lightning, don't strike me, right? Great, I'm happy to have you all back as well. Well, how many of you know what the word rejection means? Like if somebody rejects you. Do you know what that means? No?
Giving love?
Not quite. Okay, let me put it in terms that you might understand. Have you ever said, Mom, Sam won't play with me?
Uh-huh.
And if Sam doesn't play with you, how does that make you feel?
Sad.
Sad, right? Have you heard, Mom, Greta won't play with me? You said that, Lorelai? Yeah. See, when somebody won't play with you, it means that they don't. Go ahead.
It's because it means that they will. If someone won't do something with you, then
Right. They kind of exclude you from being a part of what they're doing.
Like she won't play puppies like real twins?
Yeah. Yeah. Right? She won't. Right. What you said.
She won't paint puppies like
Paint-
real twins.
Paint puppies like real twins. Yeah. So sometimes when people don't want you to do things with them and they said, no, go away. Have someone ever said that to you? Has someone ever said that to you? Right? Do you have friends sometimes that don't want to play with you?
Yeah, yes.
Yesterday, do you sometimes don't want to play with some of your friends? How does it make you feel when somebody doesn't want you to be a part of what they're doing? Yes, Luke? Yeah, it makes you feel sad. How do you look when you're sad? Yeah, it's very sad, right? And so in the gospel today, guess what happened? Jesus went back to the place where he was born, and the people did not accept him. Could you imagine that? In fact, they ran him out of the town. And do you know how they did that? They picked up some stones and they threw it at him, and they ran him out to the town, and they tried to push him over a cliff. Could you imagine that? What do you think about that?
That's being really mean.
That's disrespectful, mean. Anything else? Yes? Ronald? What might you say?
That would be very mean if someone would push you off a cliff and then you would be hurt.
Yes, that would be very mean and you'd be hurt. Yes, Sam?
it's kind of like they think it's like selfish.
Yeah, it's very
They
selfish.
don't really like want anyone else coming in the
The town,
And that's
right.
the Lord.
And that's the Lord. That's right. So
He
he,
takes care of all us. He made us.
exactly. And so for them to do that to him was really mean, right? And we won't stand for that. They rejected him, right? And could you imagine how the Lord felt?
Really, really,
Will?
really, really, really sad.
You do know, Will? Yeah, really, 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 really sad? All right. Well, guess
Sad
what?
that they can't go back into his house.
Huh?
Sad that they can't go
Sad that he could not go back to his house. Could you imagine if when you come home from school, mommy or your parents say to you, no, you can't come in this house anymore? That would be hurtful, right?
It would be really sad. You wouldn't have a home.
You wouldn't have a home, exactly. Huh? You would be homeless, and we don't like to see that. But do you know, sometimes, even though that was long ago, people do the same thing to Jesus today. They reject him. Do you know how they reject him?
They don't let him get it a lot.
Right? They don't allow him to love them.
They don't allow him to give them anything.
Right?
They don't trust him.
They don't trust him. Exactly.
They try to make him give them something.
They try to make him do things, right? And give them things that they should not have. Anything else? How do we reject Jesus sometimes?
We went.
What about,
We give love.
well, that's loving him. That's not rejecting him. But if you don't give love, then you're rejecting him. So sometimes, do you say things to your friends, or you say mean things that you shouldn't say? Yeah, right. And sometimes your friends say that, you know, that's rejecting Jesus, because we're not doing what he wants us to do, right?
My friends are making clowns.
Right. What about listening to your parents? You know, I'm big on that, right? Do you always listen to your parents? You're very honest. So that means you're not rejecting Jesus right now. You're being truthful. What about being obedient? Always doing what your teacher tells you to do. Yes?
I do what the teacher tells me to do.
You do what the teacher tells you to
I'll do what my teacher tells
do.
me.
You do what the teacher tells you to do?
I only want to do chores at different people's house except for mine house.
So you'll do chores at other people's homes, but not your own house?
No.
So I could hire you to clean my house? Oh, wow.
You would have to drive a car.
Do you all listen to what Grandma says all the time?
Yeah.
Wow, Grandma is paying attention. Yeah? Listen, do you listen to your mom and dad all the time?
Not
You-
all the time, but most.
Huh?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not all of the time, but most.
Most of the time. Do you always behave in church?
Yeah. Not really.
No. Okay, that's being honest. So, if we're not going to reject Jesus, it means that we're going to have to do the things that he expects us to do, right? And what is that? That means we're going to have to listen, right? We're going to have to be kind, loving, trust God, sharing, yes. You're not going to exclude your friends. You're going to be kind to them. You're going to play, you're listening, yes. You're going to play with your siblings, right? Yes. And you're going to behave, right?
And do what? If they want to do something, you can do it.
Huh?
Like if your
Like
friend,
if Sam wants to
if
do
your
something, I might do it.
Yeah,
if
you
your
might do it with her.
If your friend wants to do something different than you, and they really want you to play or something, you can go ahead and play with them.
Right.
Before they start crying.
If
One-
one of the friends wanted to do something different and the other friend wants to do something different, be there first.
Yes, that's exactly. Being compassionate and sharing. And one more. Yes, Ronald, top it off.
Follow God's word.
Yes, follow God's word. That's awesome. Very good. Yes, so we're going to be obedient because we have decided to follow Jesus, not reject him, right? 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 You're going to say, you're going to follow Jesus? Right? Okay. So when I say Jesus, you say yes. Jesus.
Yes.
When I say Jesus, you say yes. Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
That's right. And so we're going to listen to him and we're going to follow him. Okay? We're not going to reject him. All right? Let's stand up. We must
We must
listen
listen
and follow Jesus.
and follow Jesus. And
Amen.
Jesus. Amen.
Thank you all very much.
Love you.